Beneil Dariush and Islam Makhachev in the lightweight division. Surprisingly, Beneil Dariush is a pretty young guy. I mean, you look at him, he kind of looks like he's a Tony Ferguson type, or he's like 36, 37. That's what I originally thought when I watched this fight on the Derek Lewis card against Scott Holtzman like a year ago. I thought he was like 37, 38 years old, but you look at him, he's only 32 and a half years old. Still not necessarily like a young guy in the lightweight division, but still pretty near that prime of his MMA career. He's 5'10", inches tall, so same height, and he will have a 1.5-inch reach advantage on a crazy win streak, beating Tony Ferguson in a dominant decision, beating Diego Ferreira in a very close decision, knocking out Scott Holtzman, knocking out Drakkar Klose in a crazy fight, submitting Frank Cacho, Drew Dober submission, and then Thiago Moises. So they have a couple of similar opponents in Thiago Moises and Drew Dober. The same thing happened with Islam, where he went out there and did the same thing and submitted both of them. Drew Dober, he submitted him by arm triangle, then Thiago Moises submitted him by rear naked. Also beat guys like Gleison Tibau, Armin Dazariukian, Davy Ramos, and then Dan Hooker. But all those accolades are great, but we really need to talk about how their skills really match up against each other. Beneil Dariush is known to be a little bit more of a grappler and wrestler, but it's very underrated in his striking. His striking is super underrated. Now, it might not be the flashiest thing, might not be the most technical thing, but Beneil Dariush has a decent amount of power in his hands. I mean, he knocked out Drakkar Klose in the second round, spinning back fist on Scott Holtzman, knocked out James Vick. It's not the most notable thing there, because he doesn't really have the best chin, but the striking of Beneil Dariush is a very underrated part of his game, and I do believe he will have the advantage there. Now, Islam is a very good counter striker, is very good, has very good defensive striking as well, so I don't really expect it to be Beneil Dariush just dominating on the feet, because it's not at all what it's going to be like. Islam is very legit in the striking as well, very good striking defense, good counter striking, and then mixing in that with the wrestling and grappling as well is a very good thing for Islam. But overall, if it was 5 rounds of pure striking, I go Beneil very slightly to win a 48-47 decision, but his MMA is not going to be 5 rounds of striking. We're going to see some wrestling mixed in, we're going to see some grappling mixed in, and Islam is going to be the stronger guy, way more technical guy in the wrestling and grappling. And I do believe he'll just he'll get the takedowns. It won't be a domination, it won't be like a Thiago Moises, it won't be like a Drew Dober type of fight or a Dan Hooker fight, where Islam just goes out there and ragdolls them and submits them easily. It's not going to be like that at all. But Neil is also very legit and very well versed in the wrestling and grappling. I don't see it as being a domination either way. I see Islam playing it very technical, and I do see the fight going to a decision. I see Islam landing takedown, 1-2 takedowns every single round, and just controlling, landing a little bit of ground and pound here and there, transferring from position to position over and over again, going for different submissions, not really lasting on them because of how good of a grappler Beneil is as well. But I see it mainly being kind of like a Diego Ferreira versus Matthews Gamrot. If you want to go watch that fight back, that is what I suppose this fight is probably going to be like. It's just going to be really good scrambles, very high level grappling and wrestling. And if it's high level grappling and wrestling, Islam will have the advantage. So my prediction here for the lightweight division 5-round main event for February 26th is going to be Khabib Nurmagomedov's protege in Islam Makhachev, winning the fight by 49-46 decision. I'll give 1 round to Beneil due to that slight striking advantage, but really good fight in the lightweight division. Put your thoughts in the comment section below. Predictions, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you in the next one. Let's go.